I'm right here. Today, I want to talk to you about two things. One, my morning routine. Two, I need you to talk to me. I can't just be sitting here talking to you and you're not talking back to me. I think that is slightly selfish of you. And frankly, I'm disappointed. No, I'm serious. Talk to me. Especially if you say that I don't talk to you because I'm bad at reaching out. Just talk to me, please. Just comment. Just write a comment below. Say something to me. Message me. Be like, Matthew, why are you doing this? Anything. Questions. Anything. I just need some engagement. It's fun to talk to the camera. I'm not going to lie. It's getting easier. I can just talk to the camera. And I'm like, oh yeah, camera all day. It's fun, but still, I need a little bit of purpose. You see me? Anyhow, let me tell you something else I wrote about in that personal essay that I shared earlier this week is my morning routine, and it involves a journal. This is my second journal of the year. Actually, let me show you my journals for the past. I think I had a couple. I had one journal for all of college. That's this one. I had this one for most of college. This was my first journal. A very dear friend, shout out Animasa, got this for me. Yeah, I've had this in 2010. 7 years. Wow, that's crazy. 7 years old. Then this one, that's probably this. This is 2015. This one is 2013. I wrote in this mostly while I was in China. I'm sure there are interesting things in there. China. 2013. This year is 2014. So I got 2010 to 2013, 2013, 2014, and then the one that I took forever to finish, end of 2015, most of 2016, and then 2017. But I know I didn't start this just so I could tell you I have 5 journals. I started this to tell you about this new thing I've been doing, which again, as I said, I mentioned it in the personal essay. But this new thing I've been doing is this morning routine, where the first thing I do in the morning, excluding the whole wake up phase, you know what I'm talking about. I feel like every millennial and every person younger than us has this wake up phase. Let me give you an example of this week. Actually, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let me give you an example of this wake up phase. So just pretend I'm sleeping for like 3 seconds. Something like this. You know this move. Everybody knows this move. Everybody knows this move. And you just go like this. You go Facebook, you go Twitter, you go Instagram. You check the news, see if anything has exploded, anything gone to SHIT. Yeah, my mom watches this, so I'm not going to use those words. Behave. Anyway, so you do all of them things there. I'm excluding that part. When I wake up, that part is not included in what I'm going to tell you now. But what I do after I wake up and after I do that pre-check, I'm going to call it, I spend an hour away from electronics completely, excluding the camera again. There's so many exclusions. It's a good thing I'm not a lawyer, or a lawyer isn't watching this. They'd have a field day, I guess. I wouldn't know because I'm not a lawyer. Anyhow, yeah, so I spend an hour where I don't engage with any electronics, excluding the camera, and I just sit down and I reflect and I read. So in that reflection hour, I write like highlights from the day before, and that's like 3 or 4 bullet points. Then I write 5 things to do really, really important things to do for the current day. Then I write like 5 or 6 additional things that are important, but I'm probably not going to get to that day. And then the most important part is something I call thoughts, of which I have many, which I've named it that because most of the time I don't really have thoughts that I can put on paper, but it kind of forces me to be like, hey, I have to hold myself accountable because I already said I have many thoughts. But yeah, in that I usually just write stream of conscience, stream of if I got that wrong, I'm just going to write what I meant down here. Anyway, I just write and just keep writing. Sometimes ideas hit me and I write them out and I had no clue that I was getting there. Sometimes I'm reflecting on the day before. Sometimes I'm planning the current day, but not in a things to do type of manner, in a how am I going to spiritually or emotionally approach the day. I'll do stuff like that. Ever since I've been doing this, my clarity of thought throughout the day has been quite improved. I don't feel as anxious when I'm about to start working because I have a plan. I know how I'm going to attack it. Usually in my thoughts for the day, I write about stuff like things that are bothering me, and then as I write about that, I realize that some things that I might be worrying about, it might just not make sense to worry about. And other things that I have deprioritized, I realize that I need to prioritize. So just that hour allows me to just kind of, I want to call it a mental face wash. That's what it is. It's like you wake up in the morning and you're like groggy and you say, oh my gosh, you don't know what's going on. When I sit down and I do this write-up, it's like I'm splashing my face with cold water and getting ready. Splashing my face with cold water and being delivered a hot cup of coffee all at the same time. It feels so good. If you could, or if you want to, I would highly recommend you try it out. Just an hour, 1 hour, no electronics. I wanted to try to do it later in the night too, so an hour before I go to bed. But I haven't mastered that yet. I'm very bad at putting down my electronics before bed because I always have FOMO, fear of missing out, for those of you who don't know. So yeah, I'm still working on that part, but I still suggest you do the mental face wash. It's awesome. I should trademark that. Mental face wash by Matthew Duhaney, or mental face wash by Pesanteur. Guys, don't. That's mine. I said it here first. That's. I see you. I see you writing it down. Just stop. Thank you. Now, next topic. Kinda cover this, but there's no point to vlogging every single day without feedback and conversation. I want you to know that. If I don't have anybody to talk to, there's no point. So far, there's been a decent amount of engagement. Have you guys met? I have people saying stuff in the comments and I really, really appreciate that. Love that. It's great. Amazing. Makes me feel great. But I want to have conversations. Like, if you guys have questions for me, ask them. If you don't want to ask them in the comments, message me and I'll let you know if I can cover it or if I can talk about it. But I just want to talk to you guys. And it's vlog 11, so it's getting a little lonely. I'm kind of tired of talking about myself and what's going on in my life. So yeah, share. Well, I think that's all for today, because I feel like I talked a lot about journals, didn't I? Journals. You just have to love them still. Have to love them. I still think yesterday was my best vlog yet. Working on it though, working on it. This weekend, we're going to work on the editing and we're going to smash it.
Hey, I'm Crispy.
And I'm Ethan. Low torch cooking is a big hot trend right now.
We got something bigger.
You know, it's only the step.
second up with fuck shit, fuck, really? Just...
Oh, yeah. No one really tells anyone about this part of vlogging. You start watching YouTube a lot. Like, before these past 2 weeks, I can't tell you the last time I watched YouTube intentionally. Like, just went on there and tried to find content. But I'm doing that now. Just thought I'd leave you guys with that tidbit.